Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? I am Miss Hina Akhter, your science teacher. Our today's topic is starch test of a leaf. An easy way of finding out if a plant is photosynthesizing is to see if its leaves have produced any starch or not. Before you can test for starch with the iodine solution, you have to go through several steps first. 1. Boil the leaf to make it soft for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, put off the flame. Now take the leaf out of the beaker and put it into the test tube filled with 1/3 of alcohol. Keep this test tube into the beaker of the boiled water. Remember, the flame must be put out because the alcohol burns on flame. 2. Washes away the green color using alcohol. Let the leaf stay in the alcohol for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, take the leaf out of the test tube. Step 3. Wash it again with hot water of the beaker. Now we may test for starch with the iodine solution. Spread the leaf on a white board and drop the iodine solution all over the leaf. If the leaf will have starch, it will get blue-black. Now your home task is to note down the changes in a leaf during starch test on a color paper. We learned that objects are visible because the light is getting reflected from the surfaces of the objects. This reflected light enters the eye and we see the object. What happens inside the human eye when the light enters it? How does it help us to see the things around us? The eye is roughly spherical in shape. What we are going to do in this video to understand the different parts of the eye, not in extreme details. The outer layer of the eye is called cornea. It's white in color and transparent. Transparent? Yes, it means it allows the light to pass through it. Cornea reflects or bends the light passing through it. And much of the reflection inside the eye is done by the cornea. It not only reflects the light but also protects the inner parts of the eye. It acts like the tough front of the eye, protecting the interior of the eye from accidents and also does not allow foreign particles to enter into the eye. It was all about the outer layer of the eye. It's not talk about the things present into the eye. Behind cornea, there is a dark muscular structure that is called iris. Iris determines the color of the eye. For instance, when we say the color of the person's eye is blue, it means that the color of the iris is blue. There is an opening at the center of the iris. Do you know what it is called? It is called pupil. The iris actually acts like the shutter of the camera. It controls the amount of the light entering the eye by enlarging or shrinking and thereby adjusting the size of the pupil. For example, when you focus the light of the torch into the person's eye directly, the iris shrinks because the intensity of the light is too much for the eye to bear. The shrinking iris stops the unwanted light to enter the eye from the pupil. And when there is less light, it expands to allow more light to enter through the pupil. The light that enters through the pupil falls on the lens behind. The lens is a convex lens. The convex lens is a lens which is thicker at the center than the edges. It's a converging lens, that is, it focuses all the light on one point. In a normal regular eye, this point is somewhere here, on this inner boundary called retina. Well, in defected eye, this point of focus may lie in front of retina or behind the retina. Retina is at the back of the eye and marks the inner layer of the eyeball. Retina contains lots of nerve cells that send light. The nerve cells are of two types, namely cones, which are sensitive to bright light, and rods which are sensitive to dim light. The message or sensation that transfer to the brain through the optic nerve.